Welcome to my video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing primarily the truth, and this has to do with why mentally you should be connected to the truth, why physically you should stand in truth, why emotionally you should resonate with the truth, and why you should spiritually walk in truth. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome. Thank you ahead of time and show some support. Let's get right into the video. Starting off with why you should be mentally connected to the truth. It helps to be mentally connected to the truth, that way that you're always thinking about the truth. Therefore, anytime something happens, let's say you get in a scenario, whatever it may be, you are always going to be aware of the truth of the situation, not the maybe an illusion or something that you wish would happen or something that you want to happen. No, you're more focused on mentally thinking about what's the truth of the matter. Let's not think about right now what we want to be true. Let's not think about what we hope is true. Let's actually mentally connect to the truth and be able to differentiate truth from lies, and mentally always have that awareness of, okay, what was true out of that situation, what was not true out of the situation. Then therefore you can go through, then after dealing with, circumstances, you can see, okay, was I being truthful? And if I was mentally connected to the truth and always putting that forward, that mental awareness of being aware of the truth, always valuing that, then therefore I know that I am walking, the right path, especially when it comes to mentally, and that I'm connected to the truth when it comes to mentally. And no matter what someone says, that will possibly be something that's false, or maybe it'll be something that is their own opinion, or something that they want to be true, or something that they hope is true, or something that they just think is true. Rather than being connected to truth mentally, they are just thinking that they know what is true. Actually embody the truth and be able to mentally connect with the truth in a way where it's you and the truth, and it turns out that you then become the truth. Therefore, you can't ever be in a situation and not know, hey, what's the true matter out of this situation? What truly matters out of this situation? Rather than, oh, what do we see is going on right now? Something that is, let's say, happening in the physical occurrence. Let's say something happens, not just saying, okay, we saw that happen, but here's what is true. And something that's presented to you as being true or what had happened, don't take that as the truth. Actually mentally connect with the truth and be able to decipher, okay, that's not necessarily true. If that was true, this would have been the outcome, or I would have seen this happening when it comes to if that was true. So being able to decipher what's true and what's not true is going to help you in more places other than just the mental state of being, but especially if you are in an emotionally stable place and you are, receiving, let's say, someone or something or anything happens to affect your emotional state of being, you're able to tell, okay, mentally I'm connected to the truth. I know what was this person's true intentions, rather than the false intentions, or let's say delusional or illusional intentions are that they may put forward, or that the situation may have being shown to us. So, and then when it comes to spiritually connect with the truth, therefore if you ever think you're going through something like let's say a spiritual attack or a spiritual awakening or a spiritual path or something that is on your spiritual journey that you're going through, and you're sensing that, okay, I'm sensing that I'm going through something when it comes to spiritually, let's mentally connect with the truth and have that connection to the truth help us along our path and help us realize, okay, yes, this is the true things. This is not something that is going to lead you astray. This is the truth. Connect with the truth, and then you see something that, oh, this might lead you down the wrong path when it comes to spiritually. But as long as you have that mental connection to the truth, you won't be able to be tricked or put in an illusion or put in a delusion, as long as you are mentally connecting to the truth. So that's as far as the mental state of being goes, as far as mentally connecting with the truth. Basically, you need to use your intuition as well when mentally connecting to the truth, because your mental state of being is not just going to feed you the right answers. It's going to take you paying attention and being aware and using that intuition to then decipher around, using those things that you are picking up on intuitively as confirmations, as information towards pointing you towards resonating, with the truth, and being able to see and think and talk and spread the truth, and to continue on in that way. Moving along physically, why should you stand in truth? And you should stand in truth because you never know when someone's going to, let's say, try to tell you a lie, or someone's going to tell you something that is not actually true, that is actually false, and you need to be the one to stand in truth, to know for a fact that you're not budging. You know what's real, and all that fake stuff is just going to have no effect on you regardless, because you're standing in your truth. And not only that, but standing in your truth is important because if anything happens to you, if you get in any certain situation, being able to stand in your truth is going to protect you in that situation, where you're not going to be affected by anything external to you that is trying to deceive you, trying to put you in a illusion, or something that is confusing, or you can't necessarily decipher the truth, or you feel as if I'm in a physical space where there's a lot of, let's say, liars, or there's a lot of deceivement, or a lot of snakes in your grass per se. Be able to stand in your truth and not have that affect you, because you know that you're going to be able to pick up on that through your mental connection to the truth. You know that you'll be able to pick up on that when it comes to if you're in danger, or if something around you is not adding up when it comes to physically. Therefore, you can then stand in your truth that much more, showing that you are standing in your truth, showing that you are literally just an extension of pure truth. You have no desire to lie. You have no reason to lie. You have put yourself in a position where you are valuing the truth when it comes to how you move, when it comes to the people you surround yourself with, when it comes to how you decide to do things in your life, and when it comes to standing in your truth, it is the right thing to do, and everyone knows it's the right thing to do. That's why when people are lying, or people are deceiving, or doing anything like that, they will start to look a little bit off, or something may be a little bit, sketchy, or start to see them move in a way where you can mentally pick up on exactly what's going on when it comes to someone not exactly being, let's say, standing in the truth. So they may be thinking about things that are not necessarily true, like I said before, or they may be walking in paths that are not necessarily true, based upon either being lied to in the past, based upon either having past circumstances of feeling deceived. Therefore, they see it that kind of behavior is okay, and that they will then carry on that behavior. But what you can do is, by being aware of this, you can stand in your truth, and therefore you'll hopefully rub off on that person to then realize that they're in their own delusion, they're in their own illusion. They can now start to be aware of that and start to grow beyond that, beyond I was just, deceivement, or involved with lies, or anything of that nature. Standing in your truth will protect yourself against that, and therefore it will keep you protected in that circumstances and in those circumstances. The truth will always set you free, and if there's ever any time where you don't know necessarily what's happening, connect with the truth, and therefore you will know how to mentally go on in that situation. Therefore, you'll know how to physically move in that situation. Not only that, but you'll know how to carry yourself when it comes to your emotional state of being and what it is to resonate with the truth when it comes to emotionally, and being able to feel the truth, not at a level of just mental and physical, but something that is, felt. Then as well, when it comes to, spiritually, being able to be aware of the truth on your path and not valuing anything that is other than the truth. The truth will set you free, and the truth will prosper no matter what happens, no matter what lies are told, no matter what happens, what situations occur, anything like that. The truth will always remain, and the truth will set you free. And when it comes to why it is right to resonate with truth, is because if you're resonating with, let's say, lies, or you're resonating with delusion or illusion or false things in reality, then that can cause you to then go and think these things and go ahead and start to believe things that are illusions or things that are not necessarily true. And then you take these on when it comes to mentally, the things that you think about, then you come to bring about, and then it comes to into your physical reality, and then you even start to act in ways that are not in support of the truth, or not acting and walking in your truth, connecting with the truth mentally, physically standing in the truth. And this is not a path that anyone wants to be on. And for example, I could say that when I just thought that, my addiction to nicotine was just, something that was an addiction, or if I just left it at that, that's not necessarily what it is. It's much more deeper than that, and it's it's an adverse, or it's an intricate and detailed situation, and what it has entailed is not the false thing. It's just an addiction. It's just something that it's a behavior that I like to do. When the truth of the matter is, it's not helping me when it comes to mentally. It can be damaging me when it comes to physically. It can emotionally have an effect on the way that I feel, even though it has a delusion and a falsehood of making you feel good all the time. It soon literally goes away and is not there anymore. And therefore, it's not the truth of the matter. It is the fact that spiritually, I'm then in a space when I'm doing that addiction of putting my power and giving my power to whatever substance that is. So being able to connect with that truth is just an example that I can give you guys. If you ever are, striving for the truth, and that should be strived for, I think everyone should, stand by the truth. And as far as my video goes, the reasons to deceive or perpetuate false things or illusions and deception do simply not exist, because there's no time for that. That is, that's beyond what there is time for, and that's all, fake. That's fake. So value what's real, and therefore, you will be able to resonate with the truth. You won't be, I want to continue listening to and deriving emotional fulfillment or emotional validation out of people that are perpetuating false things, even though, it may make me feel good, but then at the end of the day, it's really false. It's not even the truth, and therefore it's not benefiting you in that way. So it's just to be aware of that and be able to resonate with what's true, therefore also helping you to use your intuition to decipher the truth at an even deeper level. Spiritually, why you should walk in truth? You should spiritually walk in truth because, all spirits are, if you want to have support, then no one's going to support someone who is walking in lies, someone who is walking in deception, someone who perpetuates these kind of actions is not going to be supported when it comes to in the spiritual state. And that's because, think about it like this. Would you want to be around someone that's a liar? Would you want to be around someone that does things for the pure purpose of deceiving, or for the pure purpose of causing an illusion? Like, let's say the world that we're in, when some certain things happen and there's no exact communication from, let's say, the higher ups in the reality that we live in, or society or whatever. There's no direct communication and there's no closure, let's say. And they say, oh, blanket statements and whatnot. Being able to walk in the truth spiritually is realizing that regardless of that, I have my spiritual intuition and I can tell you right now if this is something that is false, and if this is something that these people are lying about or whatnot. Therefore, if we all are spiritually walking in truth, we'll have the support of spirits, and we'll have the support of the spiritual realm to help then create the reality that we are working towards. And it's exactly why the spirits don't value those fake. They only value those who are real, because the real are only going to resonate. They don't resonate with that stuff. They don't resonate with not valuing the truth. They don't resonate with mentally deceiving. They don't resonate with not mentally connecting to truth. They don't resonate with people who don't stand in truth. They don't resonate with people or beings that are, let's say, emotionally afraid of the truth, or emotionally running away from the truth, or not resonating when it comes to the truth. And neither do they support people that don't walk in truth when it comes to spiritually. So this can be anything that one has accepted as, let's say, spirituality. It could be religion. It could be a multitude of things that can affect your spiritual state of being, where as long as you start to decipher what's the truth out of the matter, what have I been lied to about, start to wake up and start to have a spiritual awakening, that's mostly what that is about. A spiritual awakening is when the truth is, revealed to you in a way where your intuition spiritually, mentally, you're able to connect with the truth. You're able to stand in the truth then because of this, and therefore you're able to resonate more with the truth. And once we are doing all this in support of the truth, then we stay protected, and we continue on our path in truth, and we continue on shining much brighter than the lies, shining much brighter than any deception, shining much brighter than any lies, any illusions, anything that is out there to distract anyone and anything from the truth is being destroyed because of the truth. That is the effect that the truth has on lies. And for things to continue on being shown in the light of the truth, we should continue on mentally connecting with the truth, standing in the truth, resonating with the truth, and walking in truth on our spiritual path. Stay protected, subscribe to join and the channel and to stay protected. And that's going to be it for this video.